dogs now.
The 2022 K300 champion and 6-time K300 champion, Pete Kaiser.
Congratulations.
First things first, we need to make sure the dog team is well fed, getting their treats at the end of a long run. We're getting to the end of the line. Congratulations on your 6th K300 victory. It's a return to the traditional course of the K300, and it's a return to a Pete Kaiser victory. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Glad we were able to pull it off. Tough field as usual, and yeah, kind of, didn't all come together till the last 100 miles there, but I'm glad it worked out.
Well, for the audience here in Bethel, it looked like it was a near perfect race for you. Is that true? Is that how it turned out for you?
Yeah, I think typically most of the races I've won are kind of somewhat of come from behind type thing, or kind of manage our speed well the first half and then have a strong second half. So it kind of all came together there, and we were able to have a real strong run all the way back to Manningham.
For much of the last back half of this race, you were ahead in front with your good buddy Richie Deal chasing behind you. Last year it was kind of the roles reversed. What changed to make it so this year?
Oh, I don't know. Every year is different. He's got a really good dog team too. Obviously, he's not very far behind, and last year was his year, and I guess this year's our year. So I'm sure there's more of these battles to come.
This win puts you at 6 career Kuskokwim 300 wins, 3 shy of Jeff King's record of 9 K300 wins. Is that record something you're starting to think about? Is it something you're after?
Yeah, I guess it's there. It's it seemed totally insurmountable at some point prior to these last few wins, but I guess now it's I don't know if I could ever get there, but it's definitely seems possible, if I keep doing this for a while. So right now it's just kind of like one race at a time. That's kind of down the road. So.
I was wondering if you could talk about some of these local mushers. We saw K300 rookie Jason Pavla and sophomore Father Alexander Larson leading the pack at some points during this race, and they're still looking to finish in impressive positions. Can you talk about your thoughts on these mushers and how important it is for local mushers to be succeeding against the world's best?
Yeah, mushing's huge out here in this. The Kuskokwim area has a huge mushing community, and these guys have been mushing forever, and I really would consider them some of the world's best at what they do out here, especially with these shorter 50-mile races and 50 to 150-mile stuff, and they're just getting, they're kind of new to the 300-mile scene, but I guarantee you Jason wants to keep doing this. He can win a race like this, no problem. Father could do it too, so both very fun to be around, and there's some more locals out there too on the trail, and it's really awesome. It feels like there's a real resurgence of local teams. If you look back in the history books, you know, in the 80s and early 90s even, there were a lot of local teams in this race, and that kind of went away, and now it's slowly coming back. So I think that's great for mushing around here.
And how does this race leave you feeling for the Iditarod this year?
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to talk about Iditarod yet. No, it's you know, it's always a good test to do well in this race, and but you know, that's a whole nother beast, and I'm just happy with this right now. And this was, you know, this is usually our main goal for the year, is to try to win this race, and so I'm happy with that right now. And I guess we'll regroup and you know, try to have as good Iditarod as we can.
Awesome. Well, again, congratulations, Pete.
All right, thank you.
Awesome, Pete.
Yep.
Congratulations. Have a beer.
Oh yeah.
People checking you in. Excellent run, my friend. My daughter's in Ari's class, and she's just been like, "Here's Pete Kaiser."
Cool.
All right.
Hi, good morning.
It's good enough. Thank you, sir.
Will you turn your light off?
Excuse me.
Congrats.
Okay.
You gotta look nice.
Right there, Pete.
See, he wants you to smile too. Okay, ready? Okay, let's get out. Let's let Daddy have one here.
Okay, right there, Pete. Right there, Pete. There you go.
Pete, I guess that dress was all right, huh?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bethany. Happy birthday to you.
Congrats again, man.
Thank you.
Left to die.
Just here before you.
Huh?
Just before you.
What time did you get here?
I don't know. Like 15 minutes or 20 minutes. Wasn't that far.
Let's get a shot together, you guys. All three of you guys. There you go. Pete, congratulations. Wow, what a run. Number 6. As I'm watching on the tracker, I'm seeing 100, and then a run to Antioch, and then 100, and then a run to Bethel. Is that I was talking to Richie about that. Is that something new? I didn't remember seeing, 100 runs like that.
Yeah, we did that first in 2018 with the same rest schedule, and then 2019 as well, and 2020 I don't know. I've done it quite a few times, that same schedule. So.
Does it require a certain kind of trail, or is it kind of up to the dogs, and is it something you plan ahead of time?
Yeah, it's planned ahead of time, but then it's kind of trail, weather, dog dependent, so some of the decisions are made on the fly, but it's easier when you're going to do that 2-hour break in Kalskeg. It's easier to do it like this year where we go to Aniak on the river first, because it's shorter than going around Whitefish. So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right,
so
right.
yeah.
Then you get a even 100.
Yeah.
Right. What do you think of the trail this year?
It was a little bit of everything. It was a lot of ice and patchy snow, thin patchy snow. Some spots were drifted, just where the wind had collected a bunch of snow. So some go from glare ice to a couple hundred yards of snow drifts. And we got a lot of wind going up on Friday night. And even early Saturday morning below Aniak, we got into some really windy blowhole areas. And then it would be calm, and then it would blow like heck again. And then going around Whitefish, I thought it was going to be real windy and blizzardy out there because of what we had saw that morning going to Aniak, and it was like dead calm going around Whitefish, blue sky, sun was out. Totally caught me off guard, but it was very enjoyable going around that loop. There wasn't a lot of snow out there, but it wasn't terrible. So that was nice. And then last night it was super clear and not a lot of wind, and there was millions of stars in the sky. And so yeah, I mean, it really wasn't windy this morning either till just about 20 miles from here. So
looking on the tracker, I watch the race flow a lot, and your speed is, if anything, a word would be consistent. The speed is just locked in.
Mm-hmm.
How'd your young group do with this first trial through there?
Really good. I'm happy with the 4 2-year-old rookies that I took. I mean, they did flawless. No issues at all.
Well, another thing is, you almost made it with all of them.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, that's not really the goal. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's nice to finish with them all. But there was one dog that did really good, and then he just got a little tired going into Tulaksak and didn't need him. And if we would have got into a battle with Matt and Richie or something there at the end, I wouldn't have wanted any dog that wasn't up to par for a real sprint to the finish. So, yeah, I'm happy with finishing with 11, and the fact that all the 2-year-olds made it in is very, very nice. So, yeah.
So you've done 6. I mean, you won 6, I should say. And how many is this you've done total? 13?
I think it's 14,
14,
something like that.
So, what's that make you feel? I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess after you've done it so many times, it really leaves only one goal, and that's to win every year. So. I mean, we've just been fortunate enough to be able to pull it off. I guess I couldn't even put my finger on exactly what's working right now. I think, like I've said before, it's a combination of things, the dogs and the training and living out here and being able to, probably being able to train on the trails and stuff like that. But yeah, things seem to be working out. So.
Well, early on we had snow troubles and all different stuff, and you kind of seemed to make the decision, you know what, I'm just going to train what we got here. We're going to make it work here no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, we've pretty much been doing that now for the last 4 or 5 years instead of trying to find better training. We've just been trying to make it work. So we've gotten really good at adapting, and even though it's super frustrating at times, just trying to figure out ways to make it work. And so, yeah.
Well, congrats, Pete. A really nice race.
Thank you.
All right, see ya.